Good evening everybody, Tokyo Drew 85 here, and I thought I would do a first impressions video about the Super Mario Bros. Wonder game. So far I'm a little bit of a ways in. It's an excellent game so far, so I'd just like to go over a couple of points of what I really like about the game. The biggest thing I like about the game is kind of the departure from the new Super Mario Bros. The last 3 or 4 of those games have been good, but they kind of played it safe for the last couple of years, not really doing much with the formula or as far as character movements or animations or anything. But in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, it looks like they did a complete overhaul. The presentation is great, the colors are bright and vibrant, and it looks like they redid all of Mario's animations. Like, it looks like him and the enemies respond to their environments. Like when Mario runs, he looks excited. When he jumps and falls, you see the expressions on his face, as well as the enemies too. Before the enemies get stomped, you'll see them look panicked for a second. When they accidentally walk off cliffs, you'll see like shock on their face as they fall, and like it gives the game a ton of personality and a lot of detail, and it's just all extremely well done. Story wise, it's nothing earth-shattering. Pretty much Bowser comes into the Flower Kingdom, which is the new setting for the game. He steals the Wonder Flower and fuses with one of the main castles, and then in turn takes over all the other castles, and he pretty much becomes a flying Doom Fortress that you have to track down throughout the Flower Kingdom. And also he takes possessions of all the smaller castles and inhabitants. So your job in the game is to go to each level and collect the Wonder Seeds. And that's where the game really stands out. In each level you'll get a Wonder Seed for completing the level, but also there's a Wonder Seed hidden in the level. And usually you have to do like a thing or two to uncover it. And when you do, the whole game just comes to life. Like in the first level, when you get the Wonder Seed, the pipes come alive and you just follow through this whole sequence to get the Wonder Seed. There's another level where a stampede of enemies appears and you ride on the stampede into the sky and get the Wonder Seed. Like, the wonder feature of this game is definitely the standout, and that's what sets it apart. It's a big change, especially coming from the new Super Mario Bros. Games, as well as some new transformations. Obviously everybody's seen the Elephant Mario that's been in the previews. I'm not that far in the game yet. I'm only about 2 worlds in, so that's about all I've seen so far. But and then the world map, it's a very open world map, kind of like Super Mario Bros. U, where you could explore a whole lot of areas, but also it has fixed areas where you're pretty much on a linear path, and then there's areas where it opens up where you can walk around the map a bit and do a challenge or a level in any order that you want. And I thought that was a really good kind of like middle ground between the two styles. You have the old style where it's linear, and then there's areas where you could explore a bit. So I thought that aspect of it too was well done. They kind of give you the freedom to do both things. And also too, in the game in the sound department is people really like praise the music in the game. I think it's okay. Like, it fits the game, it suits the game, but I don't think it's anything earth-shattering or anything superior to like anything in the new Super Mario Bros. Games. I will say though, I do like the nice touches with the sound effects. Like, they changed like the little things. Like, they changed the sound when Mario jumps, they changed the sound when he shoots fireballs, and they changed the sound where he goes in and out of pipes. It's a little thing, but it just adds to the overall aesthetic. They redid Mario's sprite and it looks much, much better. Like, it just doesn't look like a 3D character on the background. It looks like they turned him a little bit. They gave the character a lot more depth. Like, his running and jumping cycles looks like it does like in older games. Somebody else pointed out too, it almost looks like a 2D sprite, but it's animated in 3D, and the whole game just looks phenomenal as a result. I think it's like all these little tweaks and changes to it, because it doesn't do much more than the new Super Mario Bros. Games. But all these changes just come together and just create just an awesome overall package for the new Super Mario Bros. Game. Overall, I've been enjoying it a lot so far. I think it's a much needed refresh coming from the new Super Mario Bros. Games, and it was much needed and way overdue, especially considering the last new Super Mario Bros. Game came out about 11 years ago, the new Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U. So anyway, that's just my take so far. I am enjoying it a lot. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and have a good day.